New York City, September 16, 1920. The heart of American finance beats on Wall Street.
Bankers, clerks, and messengers hurry through the streets, unaware that within minutes, the world around them will erupt into chaos.
At precisely 12:01 p.m., a thunderous explosion shatters the calm.
The ground shakes, windows burst from buildings, and in a single horrifying moment, 38 people lie dead and hundreds more are injured.
This was the Wall Street bombing, a crime that stunned the nation, and to this day.
That Thursday morning began like any other in the financial district.
The streets bustled with workers from the J.P. Morgan Bank, the most powerful financial institution in America at the time.
Street vendors shouted over the noise of horse-drawn wagons, and stockbrokers rushed to their offices, clutching papers filled with numbers that represented fortunes.
But in the midst of this ordinary routine, a horse-drawn cart appeared near the corner of Wall and Broad Streets.
Its driver quietly stepped away. No one suspected anything unusual. After all, delivery carts pass through here every day.
But hidden inside was a deadly secret. A bomb packed with 100 pounds of dynamite
And hundreds of pounds of heavy metal sash weights designed to tear through flesh and stone alike.
At the stroke of noon, the bomb detonated.
The blast echoed like thunder across lower Manhattan.
Steel fragments ripped through the crowd, tearing into walls, windows, and human bodies.
Glass shards rained down from skyscrapers.
The powerful explosion hurled people off their feet.
Horses pulling carriages were killed instantly, their bodies thrown into the street.
Survivors stumbled through smoke and dust, wounded and dazed. Office workers screamed from shattered windows above.
Fires sparked from the wreckage.
Within seconds, Wall Street transformed from the center of global finance into a scene of war.
The aftermath was horrifying.
38 individuals were affected. Clerks, brokers, messengers, and even younger who had been running errands.
Over 400 more were injured, many blinded or maimed for life.
The once proud J.P. Morgan building bore scars that can still be seen today, pockmarks from shrapnel etched into its stone facade.
Amid the aftermath, stories of bravery emerged.
Strangers carried the wounded to safety. Doctors rushed from nearby offices to set up makeshift triage stations right there on the street. In the middle of New York's busiest financial hub, Wall Street had become a battlefield hospital.
Authorities quickly launched an investigation.
Suspicion immediately fell on anarchists, who had carried out bombings across the United States during what was known as the Red Scare.
The years after World War I were turbulent fummert, marked by labor strikes, political unrest, and fear of radical movements. Just months before, anarchist bombings had targeted government officials and businessmen. Detectives scoured the wreckage for clues.
They discovered the remains of the horse-drawn wagon and pieces of the bomb casing.
Leaflets were found nearby, warning that the American people must be made to understand justice. But the trail soon went cold.
No one ever claimed responsibility.
No arrests were made.
And the perpetrators vanished into history.
The Wall Street bombing became one of America's great unsolved mysteries.
Some believed Italian anarchists were behind it.
Others suspected foreign agitators aiming to destabilize U.S. finance.
Yet, despite the largest investigation of its time, the truth was never uncovered.
For New Yorkers, the bombing left a scar deeper than the damage to buildings. It was a reminder that even the beating heart of capitalism could be struck without warning. It planted seeds of fear fear that violence could erupt anywhere, at any time. Today, more than a century later, the marks of that day remain etched into the stone of the Morgan Building.
Thousands walk past them every day, unaware of the tragedy that unfolded there.
The Wall Street bombing was not just an attack on a city street. It was an attack on America's sense of security. And yet, the mystery remains unsolved.
Who was responsible? Why did they strike at the very core of American finance?
Perhaps we will never know.
But history reminds us of this. Sometimes the most powerful forces are not those we can see film, but those that remain hidden in the shadows.